we used to have this exodus of people who sort of looked at business opportunities, work opportunities, career opportunities, living opportunities, cultural opportunities to actually leave our shores and work overseas. That used to be a really, really big part of the net demand equation because there was people leaving, there was people coming in. But we've got all of this influx of people coming back to the country. Expats are coming back because it's safe. We've got good healthcare here. Our economy's doing okay. I know, inflation, all those other things. But realistically, in the bigger scheme of things, you're not in a country where someone's going to come and take you at midnight from your home and put you in isolation for 21 days if you test positive. Like that is not the environment we're in. We're not at war. So it is actually very safe and people have access to healthcare. In other places, I remember those visions of people in countries waiting to get into a hospital and they were bringing oxygen tanks out to them. And we have an ambulance ramping problem, we've got a healthcare system problem, but it's not, people aren't dying in the street outside the hospital in their hundreds. So overall, the decision of expats, Australians who have been living overseas, has been to come home. So we've got this net influx of people. We haven't got an exodus of people as we used to have. And Veronica, households are multiplying. People were staying home for a number of years. People were living at home to take advantage of the opportunity to save. But now it's like, oh, geez, I just spent lockdown with the family. I think I need to go and find my own place.
We just literally were hearing about this recently that, that the whole share house sort of broke up with lockdowns. But I do not want to be locked up with these randoms in this share house.
Take me home. Mum's going to look after me and cook for me.
Yeah, and now I'm a bit sick of mum and dad just quietly trying to tell me how to live my life, and I want to go back out there. And so there's this sort of coupling up as you meet someone, right, now's it, time to go and rent somewhere. So the actual apartments in Sydney anyway, because the inner city apartment has been slumped. And so we talk about a rental crisis in most areas of family homes. There's been a saturation of 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom units in Sydney for quite some time, but all of a sudden there's demand for those have gone up. So it's amazing.
The share houses.
Yeah. Well, it's the change in behaviour. But also we haven't yet had immigration ramp back up again, and that's all back being talked about in political circles, and bringing. We've got a labour supply problem.
We absolutely need professionals to come, but where are we going to put them?
Exactly. Well, they can go in all those 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom apartments in Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane. But the problem is, of course, what about those that come out with families?
Yes, absolutely. So we've got some external supply factors that are going to start to hit us to actually address some of the labour shortages that we have in some professional fields.
And the construction field, just quietly.
Construction,
so another issue.
Even hospitality. I have to tell you, I don't walk past any cafes, coffee shops, pubs that don't have signs saying need front of house staff, need, that still I think is undersupplied as people went to other areas. I'd love to see wouldn't it be interesting to do some research on the labour market at the moment, because I think the whole mix has changed significantly. But anyway,
it has, but I've spoken to a number of people in hospitality, and sometimes they've actually had to close for shifts because they haven't had staff.
Yes,
but
can't do lunch today because we don't have lunch. Red Rooster. I went to Red Rooster with the kids the other day. It was closed because they could not get staff.
Oh wow! So they've got these apps now, so you don't need a waiter because you can actually just scan it with a QR code on your phone and do all your ordering from the table. And that's sort of one of those contactless things that came in through COVID, but it's stuck around in many places because we can't afford the staff to take your order. So therefore, that'll do just nicely.
Yeah.
Thanks. I know we're not really talking about first home buyers here, but you guys are tenants, right?
But some people are rent investors as well, and they're tenants at the moment trying to work out how to get into the market. And this is a part of the big picture. And when you're a first home buyer, you have to understand the big picture and how the big picture affects your ability to get into the market. So it all does sort of fall into place, but it's really the perfect storm. So we've got the decrease in supply and the increase in demand, and it's bloody heartbreaking to watch.